What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at The Distance. Thought I might as well do two post-fight videos. First off, I'm going to do one for the Saul Alvarez versus Alfonso Gomez bout. Bout ended in a 6-round stoppage towards the end of the 6th round for Saul Alvarez. But overall, I thought it was a very slow fight for Alvarez. Let's pretty much get into the bout. First round was an Alvarez round, 10-8. He knocked down Gomez at the end of the first round with the jab. It looked like he was kind of trying to hook a little bit off the jab. It looked like a hook in like a regular pace and a regular motion, but it was a jab that put him down. So 10-8 for Saul Alvarez. Second round, we start to see this strategy that Gomez was trying to implement. Gomez was standing low, and he kind of did in the first round as well, but he was standing low. He had his legs wide apart. He was kind of, I guess you could say he was a little bit elusive towards the bottom a little bit. He was bending low, and he was elusive, moving his head, and he was jabbing, and he was being the busier fighter. He was letting his hands go in spurts and having Alvarez on the defensive. It was like from rounds 2 through 4. Rounds 2 through 4, he was going everywhere Alvarez went. Every turn that he made, he was right in front of him, and he was throwing combinations and had Alvarez on the ropes. And we always stepping in front of him and moving every direction that Alvarez was moving, to where Alvarez would have trouble trying to set anything up. No body shots were really open. No head shots were really open. The one shot that Alvarez was looking for was the uppercut. He was looking for that one shot to set up a possible knockout. And, pretty much he was throwing it throughout the bout. Like in the third round, Alvarez was able to land it a couple of times, but Gomez was able to come forward and move in every direction that Alvarez was moving. So pretty much those rounds 2 through 4 were Gomez rounds. I gave 5 to Alvarez because he was throwing the more effective punches. He was throwing the harder shots. And Gomez, kind of slowed down a little bit. He wasn't fighting in spurts like he was. He was kind of starting to stand in front of him and let Alvarez kind of get a little bit of confidence. So round 5 I gave to Saul Alvarez. Round 6, I thought it was going to be a Gomez round because Gomez went back to what was effective earlier. He was standing in front of him. He was continuously jabbing. He was he was throwing jab combinations and standing in front of him. And then all of a sudden, the uppercut lands. It hurts Gomez. He goes back, and and the referee stops the fight. During the combination while Gomez was on the ropes. It was towards the end of the round. I thought that Gomez could have survived and fought on, but maybe possibly get a standing 8 or something. I thought that it was one of those things. I said standing 8. I don't know why the hell I just said that. But I thought it was just one of those things where Gomez probably should have just taken a knee. I think the right thing for him to do was just take a knee, recollect himself. When he got himself back on the ropes, take the knee, recollect himself, get back up. It was the end of the round. Take the standing 8, go back, and the fight could have went a little bit further. But it ended in the 6th round. You could tell that some of the shots, there was, Gomez's face was marked, but I think maybe it was because the gloves were coming back into his face because Alvarez was throwing a lot of left hands. And some were landing too, so not necessarily only the gloves, but I thought Gomez pretty much had a good showing. I thought he had a good showing. I thought it would have been interesting to see how Alvarez would have adjusted later in the fight with Gomez plan of standing low, being elusive, having elusive upper body movement, upper shoulder movement, and things of that nature. I thought it would be interesting to see how Alvarez would adjust later on, but Alvarez was lucky to get that one shot off and went on from there. So overall, decent bout. And I'll be interested to see what Alvarez does next. We'll see. So anyway, peeps, I'm out here. That was The Distance. Peace.